Anyone who knows me knows that I have no patience at all. So I was expecting my book to arrive in September, and I told all of you that it was coming in September. It did. The boxes didn't come. So I just got my boxes. Now I've been waiting so long that I got a little nervous, very excited still, but I didn't want to open the boxes by myself. I wanted you guys to open them with me. So here goes. This is it. I get to see my box, my book that is in the box. Let's see. It's always a chore, right? It's like Christmas morning when you can't wait to open your present and your parents put all that tape on it. It's the last cut. All right. You guys are doing this with me. You were there from the beginning. You're here now. This is the book. It looks fantastic. Exciting moment, and I have to say thank you to all of you because this was a long journey and a hard journey, and I am so happy to be here today. I love it. I hope you do too. I think for me, my favorite moment is when, actually on a podcast, I sent my book to, it was 4 people hosting the podcast. I sent a book to all 4 of them so that they would hopefully read it before the podcast was on. It was like the season opener for their particular thing. And when we got on, one of the hosts said, "Oh my God, Traci, I read your book and I loved it. I really felt like it changed my life." And for me, I was like, "Oh, you read it?" Because I mean, I think that, I don't know about you guys, but when I wrote the book, I wanted people to write it. I knew people were read it, but I knew people were buying it, and I wasn't sure if anybody would read it. And I'm normally not like this, but I actually care if people like it, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but so having somebody say, "I loved reading it. I loved the conversational style." And then when the woman said, "It changed my life. I did XYZ." And I was like, "Oh my God." So that was a moment for me that kind of was like, kind of touched me. Once you get on the TV station, the other people pick you up. I have a local bookstore that I'm going to be working with in New Orleans, and they requested 50 copies of the book. And I'm also doing a women's foundation conference, and they wanted, we're still working out the details for this one, but they're asking for 500 copies. So you never know where that's going to lead, just having that exposure. So I am a news anchor, news reporter, and one of the things that I always talk to people about is sort of looking beyond even a podcast, which is fantastic, and I've done a few and they're amazing, but they are also local TV stations who love book writers. I mean, they eat it up. So you can be on any Saturday morning, Sunday morning, even on the weekday mornings are usually better. They save the hard news for the evenings, but when I used to anchor the morning show, we get no less than 30, 40 books a week. And we were ecstatic because it's hard to fill a newscast on the weekend mornings, right? It's hard to fill a newscast on the morning anyway. So we would love to have those guys come in, talk about their books. Usually we would do it right before a book signing or a book tour, or if they're, not local, they're going to be in the area. So it's so easy to send it to the morning editors. You can call any TV station and say, "Hey, who are your morning editors?" Send each person a book and ask to be on. So I've done that, and I have a few more things coming up in that area. And the beauty of that is, people are watching newscasts, so it's easy to have like this amazing audience of all of these TV folks. And off of that, you normally have other stations pulling you in, or other organizations. Like I did one TV show for someone, and now I'm doing a church event, which I never thought I would be doing, but I am, just from that. And they ended up buying, I think they bought 20 books, and I'm on the hook for 50 more books for another organization. So it's just that's one way to build a business.